What's good, YouTube? Wherever you're watching this, we have an important topic to cover. So in one of my previous videos, I covered a teacher who went by the name of Brittany Fortinberry, and I covered a story of her actually taking kids and putting them under the harshest circumstances when she would sexually abuse them. She would drug these kids and take advantage of them. She would even go as far as forcing the kids to gangbang her. Just a complete deplorable person.
Dozens of new charges are filed against a former Morgan County teacher. This is just south of Indianapolis. Brittany Fortinberry is accused of sexually abusing multiple boys, some as young as 13. Court paperwork states Fortinberry gave teens drugs and that had group sex with them. In one incident, a victim said Fortinberry allegedly spent $600 for various purchases and then had sex with the students while making them wear the mask from the movie Scream. Fortinberry allegedly told the teens she would kill herself if they reported anything.
31-year-old Brittany Fortinberry has been held here at the Morgan County Jail since her arrest last month on charges of sexual misconduct with a minor. Since then, 5 new victims have come forward with additional allegations.
Prosecutors have asked to file up to 24 additional criminal charges against her, including 10 counts of child molesting, sexual misconduct with a minor, and 13 other charges for disseminating material harmful to minors and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Court documents say all of the teens reported Fortinberry would send them nude and explicit photos and videos on Snapchat and force them to have group sex at her Martinsville home. A child victim advocate says it's important for parents to feel comfortable having difficult conversations with their children.
And what we just encourage is that parents kind of ask that open-ended question and they give their children a chance to speak, and then they praise their courage at that time rather than asking them questions about what they did or why they didn't tell. The last thing that we want is a child to feel blame or shame as a result of making a disclosure.
We reached out to the Morgan County Prosecutor's Office to see when these formal charges will be filed. We have not yet heard back. In Morgan County, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Now, her deplorable nature hasn't stopped whatsoever because, and I don't want to really say stopped, let me say her deplorable nature, it went to lengths that I couldn't even imagine because she's still in jail. It's not like she got out to do some more nonsense. What I'm specifically talking about is that it's actually come out that Brittany Fortinberry wasn't just getting students and doing gangbangs with them while wearing a Scream mask, because that was one of her favorite films. That was a fetish of hers. She would actually wear the Scream mask. No, she'd actually make the children wear Scream masks while she would actually force them to gangbang her. Sick woman. But it's actually come out that those students weren't the only ones suffering. Her adopted son, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen, her adopted son was actually a part of the abuse as well, and we're actually gonna get into it right now. It says here, new, the high school teacher who is accused of R-wording her students as young as 13 while they wore Scream masks is rumored to have been having a relationship with her adopted son. Absolute monster. Indiana mom and teacher Brittany Fortinberry, 31, now faces 30 counts of child sex crimes. Fortinberry is accused of having groups of young boys over, drugging them, and having gangbangs with them. One boy now claims that Fortinberry's children were exposed to the crimes, as reported by the Daily Mail. The boy says Fortinberry had her young son stay in the room at the end of the bed while she had sex with a student. The boy said that Brittany asked him to have sex with her, that he did have sex with her, and that her son was in the room at the end of the bed the entire time, an affidavit reads. A separate young boy says there were rumors that Fortinberry was, and I quote, in a relationship with her adopted son. The boy said there was rumors that Brittany had adopted and she was having a relationship with him. According to Wagner Reese, LLP, at least 10 boys between the ages of 13 and 16 were abused by the teacher. Fortinberry blames her weight loss for the alleged assaults. So she's blaming the fact that she lost weight, and she did, to be fair, because I saw when I was looking for pictures of her to include as I'm presenting this story, I saw pictures where there was an obese woman while I typed Brittany Fortinberry, and I was like, why is it showing me two different people? But I'm guessing now, after reading that, she actually had a crazy weight loss journey. That's a terrible excuse. So you self-improved as a person, that made you go backwards? Isn't self-improving and losing a bunch of weight supposed to make you a better person? I know plenty of people who've lost weight. Their mind is elevated. They're not as depressed as they once were. They are more optimistic in life. Why would a weight loss cause you to be such an evil, deplorable person? And I'm going to say evil and deplorable person because the fact you would even blame it on an external factor shows me the type of person you are. That's you who did it. I don't care if it was the fat Brittany or the skinny Brittany. That Brittany is still Brittany, and whatever you are within you will come out, bro. And look what it did come out. Now, real quick, before I wrap up this topic, we have something serious to cover here as well. Many people talking about this case, and I advise you actually go on Instagram on Say Cheese TV's Instagram post and find the post that I'm talking about. Many people on this Instagram post are joking and laughing. I don't even think they know that it went this serious. Because you know how these men are, oh yeah, I wish it was me. Where was these teachers when I was in school? There's a bunch of those type of comments like, those boys are lame as heck for snitching. Like, whole time these boys were drugged. Her adopted son, who's just looking for a home, was part of the abuse. Do you men still find that funny? I just want to know, do you men still find that funny? Do you still wish it was you? Do you still think they're lame for snitching when they were drugged? Just because you men nowadays are lustful and obsessed with that type of content doesn't mean everyone else is going to enjoy being raped. Like, it's ridiculous I even have to say that. But anyway, guys, this is a deplorable woman. Her man is also deplorable as well because he's actually trying to get rid of evidence, etc., to make it harder to convict this woman. But hopefully she does get convicted. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Keep God first. I'm out.